welcome to this new video. So in today's video I'm going to give you guys some of my favorite self-care and glow up tips that I use either on a daily basis or weekly, and that have really, gotten me to a point where I feel like I'm really happy with my skin or really happy with how I look, and that just made me feel confident. So I have a few tips that I'm going to give you guys. And yeah, these are definitely things that have helped me a lot, so hopefully they'll help you as well. So first of all, I want to start with doing a sheet mask every week. I love sheet masks. They're my favorite type of face mask. I have a very dry skin, so I don't like to go for either clay or just like one of those masks where you put like the product itself on your face. So I really like to go for a hydrating sheet mask because I feel like it really helps tighten your skin and it's really going to elevate it and give it a glowy look. One of my favorite sheet masks is actually one from Japan, and I think this one it has rice in it and some other like really good things as well. This is definitely like one of those masks that is going to give you such a glowy skin and such a hydrating look, and it's going to make your skin feel so soft and really pull it tighter, I guess. I really noticed a difference immediately after the first time I used it, so I definitely think this is a good recommendation, especially if you also have dry skin. If you have another skin type, I think you need to figure out like what works best for your type of skin. Maybe if you have like a really oily skin, clay mask would work. I'm not really sure about that. I'm mostly focused on hydrating my skin, but a hydrating sheet mask is definitely perfect for that. Something that has really elevated my hair has been Japanese hair care. I always have very frizzy and very dry hair. I have a lot of flaking and I think this is very annoying, and I've just never been able to find products that really help with that until I started using Japanese hair care, specifically from the brand And Honey. I think their products are amazing. First of all, my hair smells good like for a few days after I've washed it, and I think it definitely helps with the frizziness. It makes my hair look so much more healthy. It gives it a really nice glow, and especially in combination with the hair oil. I don't have a hair oil from their brand, but I will buy it whenever I'm in Japan or someone I know is in Japan. But I do use the Gizu hair oil, which is actually a Dutch brand, and I also really like their hair oil, which works really well in combination with the Japanese one. I think this is definitely one of my best tips for hair care. Like, use Japanese hair products. Their hair always looks so good and so shiny, and I just wanted that myself, and I think their products are really good. They also have like different lines depending on what type of hair you have. If you have high porosity or low porosity hair, I think you have to use a different line, but they have a lot of different types, and yeah, this is just the one that I use for my hair and that works really well. The next thing is walking a lot. So walking definitely is something that helps me, and that has helped me lose a lot of weight. Especially about a year or 2 years ago, I really wanted to lose weight, and walking really helped me with this. I started getting up early, walking with my dog 3 times a day, and going on long walks or even going on runs, which I'm not a biggest fan of. But this has definitely helped me in my weight loss process or just getting healthy in general. I think it's really good for processing food as well. I think it says that if you go on a walk like 15 minutes after having dinner or some sort of meal, it's really good for your metabolism, and it's really good for the food being processed well, I think. So I think this is definitely a really good tip. I feel like this is something everybody says, walk 10,000 steps a day, and I definitely don't think you need to like walk. I mean, walking 10,000 steps a day is definitely like something that I will recommend, but I don't always have that as well. I'm already happy if I reach 6,000 or 7,000, and then I'm already happy, especially if it's a day where I'm not doing a lot. I definitely think it's just about walking more than what your body is used to, and that will elevate your body and your health. So something that I really like doing that really fits with the high maintenance in order to be low maintenance thing is dyeing my eyebrows. This is something that I like to do once a month, sometimes 2 times a month. It really depends on how quickly it fades. Right now it's faded a lot, so I need to redo it. But I think this is something really nice because it really, it also is like a step that I don't have to do in my makeup routine because I don't really like coloring in my eyebrows. But it's also, if you like wake up in the morning and don't feel like doing your makeup, you only have to use like a little bit of eyebrow gel, and then your brows will look good. And I think that's going to very much elevate your look, and it's also just laziness basically, like having to do it twice a month instead of every single day is just so much better. Next is something I really swear by, which is laser hair removal. I know that there are kind of like mixed feelings about this, because people say that it grows back and whatever, and it kind of does, but it's at such a slower rate than what I'm personally used to. Like, I have really dense hair growth, like on my arms, on my legs, basically everywhere. And doing laser hair removal has really helped with it. It has made the hairs lighter, it has gotten rid of it a lot more, and I've been doing it at both a salon and doing it at home myself. So I have one of those devices at home, and I do this a few times, once every few weeks. And there are a few things that I get done at the salon. So I've gotten my armpits done, which has really helped, and it's basically gone now. I'm currently also in the process of doing my lower legs, which is also something I'm really happy with, because that was like a thorn in my eye. Like, doing my lower legs at home was so much work, and I still hate doing my upper legs, but it's, you know, less than what I used to do, so I'm already glad that that's done. And doing my lower legs at a salon is just so much quicker, and it has really gotten it better. Like, I haven't shaved in weeks for my lower legs, so that's really nice. And at home I just do my upper legs, I do my arms, basically everything that I don't get done at the salon. And I think this is something that I really like to recommend, because it's so nice not having to think about having to shave, and it also just gets rid of the razor bumps and things like the annoying things like that. So I definitely think this is something you should consider if you have the funds for it. And if you don't have the funds to go to a salon, it's a few €100 to buy one of the devices, but you can use it for years. I've had mine for about 2 years now, and I'm still so happy with it. I still use it every few weeks, so it's definitely something that I would recommend you a splurge on. Next is drinking a lot of water, or green tea, or matcha even, which is something that I know a lot of people also say, but this has really helped me. I think drinking a lot of water will really cleanse your body from the inside, and it just keeps you hydrated, makes your skin hydrated, makes your hair hydrated, basically everything. And I also really like green tea, because it's, I think, no, don't quote me on this or anything, I've heard people say that it's kind of a natural Ozempic. So that's also why I kind of like it. I also just really like the taste of green tea. I love green tea, so I just really like drinking this, and it's supposed to also really cleanse your body from the inside out. And yeah, I think this is a really important step. It's a really easy but also an important step in my glow up and self-care routine. Next is something that I've talked about in a lot of skincare videos already, which is applying salicylic acid to pimples. So whenever I have a pimple, the thing that I do is apply salicylic acid on it, and I use a specific one from The Ordinary, and this just really basically gets rid of the pimple, whether it's underneath the skin or whether it has like a whitehead on it. It's going to get rid of it. It's so good, and I just love salicylic acid. I think it's supposed to cleanse your pores. I've made a video about what the ingredients in your skincare products mean, so if you want like the full details on that, you can go back to that video. But I think salicylic acid is just so good for getting rid of pimples and things like that. It's personally one of my favorite skincare products, and it really helps clear up my skin in just a few hours or days, or even overnight. Next is know your color analysis. So this is something that I've been a little bit focused on lately, and I feel like I've always kind of known what colors suit me. So I know that I shouldn't wear red or orange or like very bright colors, but I never thought that a color like this, like yellow, would suit me. And knowing your color analysis, you can get like one of those expensive analysis done, but you can also just ask ChatGPT. So what I did is, I saw on TikTok that someone said, send a plain like picture of you without any makeup on, whatever, in good lighting, to ChatGPT, and ask it what your color analysis is based on your skin tone, your hair tone, and things like that. And for me, it said that I was either a bright summer or a light summer, and then it suggested asking me a few questions that I would answer, and based on that it would make a color palette for me. So I answered this question, and eventually it came out that I was a light summer, and this I'll pop up the color palette for me. And I definitely think these are colors that I wear. I love pastels. I love especially pink. Pink is like my favorite color. It's like my signature color. I basically want to own everything and wear everything in pink. But I've also been really liking butter yellow recently, or an icy blue, and I'm really happy that these colors fit me. So this is a really good tip for you if you don't know what colors suit you. Just ask ChatGPT basically, and it will make you an entire color palette that really suits you and that you can, you know, just follow when shopping for clothes or doing your makeup. I think this is a really good tip to know what fits your skin type and your hair and your eyes as well. Something that's really important for me as well is smelling nice. I always hate it when people don't smell nice, and some people, I know that some people have like a natural like body odor, but I feel like if you layer scents well enough, you'll be able to hide that. So something that I like doing is layering scent. I will use products with the same scent. So for example, I'll use only vanilla products. So I'll use a body butter, I'll use a body scrub, I'll use a body wash, I'll use a deodorant, I'll use a perfume. All of those will be vanilla. Basically, I will be like a whole vanilla scent, or I do it with coconut, or I do it with cherry or with blossom. Just basically like that. Basically just making a collection of products that fit really well in their scent, and that will kind of make you a vanilla bomb or something like that. And I think that it is so good in, you know, elevating the way you smell and have your body completely smell and have the scent stay on your body as well. And I think this is something that everyone should do. You know, it doesn't have to be expensive. You can pick whatever scent you like, whatever fits your niche, I guess. Personally, I really like either vanilla or flowery scents. I also like coconut, but vanilla is definitely my favorite. And it's really easy to do this. Just pick out a product from each thing with the same scent, or with kind of the same scent, and it will just fit perfectly. So the last tip is something that I've recently been doing, which is starting my mornings with protein. So I will eat protein for breakfast, which is basically I just eat Greek yogurt with fruit. But this already has a lot more protein than just eating a piece of bread or a piece of toast or a cracker. And I think this really gives you the energy that you need for the day. It also really helps with your protein intake throughout the day, because you need like a certain amount of protein every day. I honestly don't always stick to that, but I do try to, and this is something that really helps with that. Is also a type of breakfast that's really delicious. I add a lot of honey to it, which is definitely sugar, but it's something that I need for it to taste good, and just fruits. And I feel like making this meal will definitely give me the energy that I need to get through the day and to stay without food for a longer period, especially if I don't have the opportunity to eat. So I think this is a really good tip that I've learned from like the sport girls, from like the fit girls. I'm not personally a very big fit girl. I try to be, but I fail every time. But this is definitely a tip that has really helped me, and that I hope will help you as well in getting healthier and glowing up. So those were the tips that I stick to, and that are basically my holy grail for glowing up and for doing my skincare and my self-care, and, you know, basically being the best version of myself. I hope these are tips that will help you as well. These are definitely tips that have helped me, and that I found on TikTok, on YouTube, on other videos as well. A lot of other creators that have inspired me and made me create this routine basically. So I hope this video will have helped you as well, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye bye.